Hi guys, good evening. I Rajni welcome you to my podcast W5 Wow Woman Winning Wonderful World. Friends, Albert Einstein once said, "The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before." Women today, more than ever before, have gone against the grain of male-dominated societies and cultures. Year after year, confident, courageous, intelligent and determined women from all over the country make it big and roar success in various fields. They make India proud with their sterling record of achievements. Even though there are numerous women deserving of honor in their field of excellence, today I will portray the famous Indian women who have made a long-lasting impression on the world. Today, on the auspicious occasion of Akshay Tritiya, no other woman can be traced out as wow woman than the fiscal scholar Gita Gopinath, the first Indian woman to assume the position of chief economist at IMF, International Monetary Fund. Let's see the meteoric rise of a wow woman from being a girl from a simple Mysuru family to being a world-class economist. Gita Gopinath was born on 8th December 1971 in Kolkata, India, in a Malayali family. Her father, T.V. Gopinath, is a farmer entrepreneur. He is proud father of two daughters, younger one Geeta. He proudly says, "The girl who used to score 45% till class 7 started scoring 90%. He says he never asked his daughters to study and had not put any restrictions on them. Her mother, V.C. Vijaya Lakshmi, ran a play school. Speaking about her daughter success, Vijaya Lakshmi says, "Geeta is just my child. Even though world considers her to be a VIP today, regardless of her tight calendar, she calls me each night. What more would I be able to request?" Friends, these small deeds of these famous personalities give us some teaching if we wish to take. And that is, after you cherish and flourish, don't forget your roots, which supported you from your time when you struggled to stand, walk and speak. Her better half is Iqbal Singh Dhaliwal, who is currently Global Executive Director, Latif Jamil Poverty Action Lab based in Massachusetts. Geeta met Iqbal at Delhi School of Economics. Geeta is mother of a son, Rahil. Her personal life is blessed and satisfied. Let's see how she groomed her career, because just as it is said, in a healthy body lies a mastermind. Similarly, successful women are byproduct of a blessed and supportive family. So friends, in 1992, Gopinath got her BA degree in economics from University of Delhi. In 1994, she earned her first master's degree at Delhi School of Economics. In 1996, she got her second master's degree in economics at University of Washington. In 2001, she earned her PhD in economics in the field of international macroeconomics and trade at Princeton University, where she was awarded Woodrow Wilson Fellowship Research Award while doing her doctoral research at Princeton. At Princeton Economics Department, her PhD advisors included two future chief economists of IMF, Professor Ken Rogoff and Professor Pierre Gorinchas, and a future chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve, Professor Ben Bernanke. In 2001, she joined University of Chicago's Booth School of Business as an assistant professor. In 2005, she moved to Howard University's Economics Department, where she was John Johnstrap Professor of International Studies and Economics through 2022. In October 2018, Gopinath was appointed Chief Economist of International Monetary Fund. As part of her many insignificant and significant initiatives, She co-authored the pandemic paper on how to end the COVID-19 pandemic that set globally endorsed targets for vaccinating the world, the most required activity. This work led to the creation of multilateral task force made up of leadership of IMF, World Bank, WTO and WHO to help end the pandemic, and establishment of working group with vaccine manufacturers to identify trade barriers, supply bottlenecks and accelerate delivery of vaccines to low and lower middle income countries. Gopinath also worked with other IMF departments to connect with policymakers, academics and other stakeholders on a new analytical approach to help countries respond to international capital flow via integrated policy framework. She also helped set up a climate change team inside the IMF to analyze, among other things, optimal climate mitigation policies. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva noted that Gita's contribution to the fund and her membership has been truly remarkable. Quite simply, her impact on IMF's work has been tremendous. She made history as the first female chief economist of the fund, and the IMF benefited immensely from her sharp intellect and deep knowledge of international finance and macroeconomics as it navigated through the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. In December 2021, Gopinath was elevated as the fund's new first Deputy Managing Director, FDMD, the number 2 position at the IMF. Gopinath had been earlier scheduled to return to her academic position at Harvard University in January 2022 on completion of her term as chief economist. But fortune had something different for her. Georgieva added that given that the pandemic has led to an increase in the scale and scope of macroeconomic challenges facing IMF membership countries, Gita, universally recognized as one of the world's leading macroeconomists, has precisely the expertise that IMF needed for the FDMD role at this point. Indeed, her particular skill set combined with her years of experience at the fund as chief economist make her uniquely well qualified, and Kristalina said she is the right person at the right time. As the first deputy managing director of IMF, Gopinath represents the fund at multilateral forums, maintains high-level contact with member government and board members, the media and other institutions, leads the fund's work on surveillance and related policies, oversees research and flagship publications, and the work of senior staff. Gopinath was earlier the co-director of International Finance and Macroeconomics Program at the National Bureau of Economic Research, a visiting scholar at the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, a member of Economic Advisory Panel of Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Economic Advisor to Chief Minister of Kerala, a co-editor at the American Economic Review, and a co-editor of 2019 edition of Handbook of International Economics. What a brilliant career she had. In June 2021, Gopinath was appointed to the World Bank International Monetary Fund High-Level Advisory Group on Sustainable and Inclusive Recovery and Growth, co-chaired by others. To her honor, she has many things. The list does not stop. To list a few are, she is amongst the 25 most influential women of the year in 2021. She is also amongst the 50 people who defined 2019. She is also amongst the women who broke the major barriers to become the first. In 2018, Gopinath was elected a fellow of American Academy of Arts and Science and the Econometric Society. Foreign Policy named her one of the top global thinkers in 2019. In 2017, she received the Distinguished Alumnus Award from University of Washington. She was named one of the top 25 economists under 45 by the International Monetary Fund and was chosen as Young Global Leader by the World Economics Forum. In 2019, she was awarded the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman by President of India. According to IMF chief Christine Lagarde, Gita Gopinath is an exceptional economist and a great leader. After Amartya Sen, she is the second Indian to get a permanent membership at Harvard's economic department. A great footprint for others to walk through is left by this wow woman. We should be proud of this meticulous wow woman. Meet you tomorrow with next wow woman. Till then, keep smiling, be happy. Bye bye.